Oh my God.
I'm so zoned in that I forgot that we're making a YouTube video, so I'm like just watching it.
Season finale Kaiju number 8. It's here. We just finished episode 11. Karlii was saying that she absolutely could not wait, even though I was arguing that we should wait until we're closer to the release of the new season.
The more you talk, the more I have to wait.
So we're gonna dive on into this. Kafka was getting his ass beat by the director
until he went, oh, Kaiju.
Yep. So he went full hollow.
And then the whole kill kaiju thing.
That's the first time we've seen that thing.
Yeah,
since episode 1 or 2, I guess. That's pretty exciting. A lot of mysteries. We don't know if it's trying to kill kaiju or if it's just saying kill, you are a kaiju, kill. So there's some questions there, but I'm sure they'll get answered here.
Kill kaiju.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll figure it out onto the video. Yeah.
If you want to see the full reaction, Patreon's down in the description below. You can check it out. And hey, make sure to subscribe.
It's free to subscribe. And to like and to share.
And it helps us out a ton. So,
yeah.
Without further ado, let's get into it. Kaiju number 8, season finale.
Let's do it.
Hey, I was just doing that today. Back day.
Back day.
Don't you think you might be overdoing it?
Were you overdoing it?
No, I went to failure. I was perfectly doing it.
I'm sure if I stayed, I'd continue to improve. But still, I want to get strong as fast as I can.
He wanted to be stronger, so
next time I can protect him.
Yeah.
Instead of him always jumping in to protect me.
But now he doesn't have to do that anymore.
Fine! Damn it, I'll train too! I'm not gonna lose to you, you hear me?
Platoon leaders.
So today's the day they decide what they're doing with Hibino.
Yeah, the mic was picking up you popping your toes with your toes.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was popping my toes with my toes.
And they just summoned Captain Ashida to HQ as well.
They did! That's gotta mean they have good news for her.
So is it over? Or they want to show her what he looks like?
Director General Shinomiya is in the middle of examining.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna show her?
Here to observe. A seat has not been prepared for you.
The fuck? Isn't she like the best behind him?
So fucking rude.
The hell?
These people are such jackasses.
Stop it! You're still human, aren't you?
He's fast.
Oh! Oh shit.
If I try to use human common sense in this fight, I'm going to regret it.
Damn.
Well, that makes sense because in the first episode with all the like weird things coming out of his body.
Yeah. Yep.
Without number 2's shield, that would have killed me instantly. Squadron style combat
He's bleeding.
technique number 2.
Yeah.
Force blast.
Ooh. Damn.
It's gone.
What the?
He used his body as a decoy so it could regenerate.
Oh my
Shelter's collapsing.
God.
I'm so zoned in that I forgot that we're making a YouTube video, so I'm like just watching it.
That's the best way to do it.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say he was trying to gauge how number 8 acts under pressure. I cannot imagine why, though.
Oh, come on, really? You can't imagine why he wants to know how it acts under pressure? He wants to take advantage of it.
Kafka, Hibino a chance.
Okay,
She
maybe.
seems to think that her dad's giving him a chance.
Yeah, I mean, after what that guy just said, has to be. Know if you can control it. It's like a Yuji Sakuna type of thing.
You shouldn't judge someone based on their background or their words, actions. They're the only things that matter when you're judging a person's worth. Wouldn't you say?
I agree. Words don't mean jack diff. It's actions. Say it time and time again, too.
Ooh!
Damn it.
He can't regenerate. He is human.
Nope. Yup. Oh, he's so screwed if Kafka can't control it.
Holy.
How is that little bug the strongest kaiju they've ever seen? Damn.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. No, dude.
No! I gotta find a way! There's no way in hell I'm killing Kikuru's dad right in front of her!
Oh my god.
I'll put you down without a second thought.
And she lost her mom to a kaiju.
Yeah.
I still want to believe in him! Don't you dare let that thing take control of you! Stupid Kafka!
What the fuck?
Damn it!
There goes his legs again. He alone is the honored one.
Who's that?
His friend, the captain.
Aww.
I'll be waiting for you.
He ripped himself out of it.
I guess.
Yup.
I'm not Kaiju number 8. My name is Kafka Hibino.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. Just punched a hole straight through his own chest.
Mm-hmm.
Put your weapon away. Narumi.
It seems like an unnecessarily large weapon. I think somebody's trying to compensate for something.
Look. He just, it's like 1.5 times his size.
Almost thought you were trying to get yourself killed.
Don't be ridiculous.
That voice sounds super familiar.
A little bit, yeah.
So, what now?
We're gonna use him.
Director General
Objective.
Shinomiya has finished his examination. Our records show you deemed him unfit to serve. It was Vice Captain Hoshina's suggestion that he be selected as an alternate.
That's my vice captain.
You didn't even like him until recently.
I've always been in his corner, you know what I mean? I've always been his supporter.
Liar.
That's always been my vice captain.
I don't know if Kafka Hibino is human or kaiju. I will have to leave that to the specialists. I'm here to report on his record as a Defense Force officer. He has continued to be a hard worker, and he's saved his comrades many times. His actions that day saved the 3rd Division.
The fact that a rookie officer was capable of destroying the Yoju bomb at all is proof he's a kaiju.
His unleashed combat power when he joined was 0%. Then there is his age. He is by far the oldest of our recruits. Even so, he never gave up.
And he's used it for good.
Yeah.
Out of all the people that I have come to know, Kafka Hibino tries the hardest and cares the deepest.
Wonder how old she is. They talk about him like he's way, way over the hill at 33. But she couldn't be more than a couple years younger than him.
Could be the difference of like 8 and 12. But also, she's been on the Defense Force for a while.
Yeah. And I guess the director, too, is probably like 50 or something. 40, something.
Yeah.
What is the deciding factor as to whether Kafka Hibino should be trusted as an officer? I believe it should be his heart. I trust him with my life.
Thank you, Captain Ashido. We've heard your report. You can return to your post.
What's he gonna say?
Oh, he likes him.
Yeah.
He's all about it.
Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, you are, brother.
Director is locked in. Wants to use him.
Calm down. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm so glad. If anything happened to you, I could never look Kikuru in the eye.
I'll start by addressing what's behind that scar on your chest. If it was the soft, beating heart of a human being, there's no doubt in my mind you'd be dead right now.
So he doesn't have a heart? Interesting.
No, he has a core. We saw that in the x-ray.
Yeah, but that was more like his stomach. The x-ray was like in his stomach.
The x-ray was right here where your heart is.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I did not read it there.
Tell me you haven't looked at x-rays without telling me you haven't looked at x-rays.
As a weapon, but fight for us instead.
Director General, we can't send a living kaiju into combat. It's dangerous.
Hey, you don't talk back to your general.
Right.
Further,
He's been doing missions with the 3rd Division for months with no incident. And we can't be certain a weapon made from his body would be as powerful as he is now.
True.
Sir, there's no precedent for this.
Precedent? Precedent means nothing when weighed against the continued safety of this country.
Precedent? I am the precedent.
I determine.
That kaiju took the lives of over 200 of Kafka Hibino.
He said my name?
Died.
If you want to survive,
3 months ago. Oh,
you
never mind.
have no choice but to prove your worth.
They're leaving me alive so they can use me as a weapon.
Duh.
I'm an officer of Japan's Defense Force. I'm gonna make you accept me as one too.
Those are some big ass stairs.
Mm-hmm. She got the news.
The good news.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I can't afford to relax now. I can't slow down. I need to get stronger.
Hey, Reno! Did you see? The old dude's saved!
I already knew. When I see you again, I'll be way stronger than I am now. Just you.
He did.
He did. That's true.
But the hard part is just beginning now.
That's my vice captain. I've always been a vice captain supporter.
Insert clip of like 4 episodes ago. He's just annoying.
Yeah, but then he pulled his blades out. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, everyone knows all you gotta do is whip it out to prove it to people.
Look, man, sometimes you just gotta whip it out.
Hey, we're not done talking.
Did he just pass out?
Yeah, he was asleep.
Wait for me.
Already?
Game duration.
Ooh, Kaiju number 9.
That's fast! There's nothing I can do. It's this number 9 guy. He started.
I think I figured out humanity's intellectual capabilities. At the individual level, they're nothing special. Their strength seems to lie in their ability to accumulate knowledge.
Yeah, I wish Roombas could do that. Okay, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, there's someone behind him.
Yeah, and that thing I think sheds skin.
Back to the hands of Kaiju where it belongs.
Hmm.
That's just the end of the episode, no outro.
That's it. Well, it was doing the cast while they were all talking earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, no outro. Wow.
Wow.
That's our first series completed together.
Yeah, that well, not together.
Well, reactions.
Yeah,
That's our first,
reactions.
That's the first series we've completed. I mean, this won't be up on the YouTube for another like 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
But
it'll be on the Patreon pretty soon.
But yeah, I mean, wow. First series completed.
Yeah, that's wild.
STKO.
First of many.
Yeah, first of many. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna replace this one with. But that was great. Overall, like, what did you think of the series as a whole, first of all? Well, first of all, let's talk about that episode. What did you think about episode 12?
I thought that it was a good finale. It wrapped everything up. We had already seen the like grand part of it in the previous episode, you know. So this episode was not a grand finale of any. It wasn't like big and showy and whatever. Yeah. It was, but it
had some of that in the beginning. They did some fighting.
Yeah, I think it perfectly wrapped up the season though. I think it was really well done. I think the anime as a whole, I would rate like 8.5 or 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I would probably, I mean, it didn't do anything that was too out of the box, like too out of the predefined kind of shonen tropes, even though he's not shonen, because shonen's like a young kid. It was a very protagonist-focused show, but it was really enjoyable. They did it in a way that, I mean, that's why they're popular. That's
everything they did very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the animation was fantastic. IG Productions crushed it. The voice acting was phenomenal. I really enjoyed watching the English dub. And they left it off with a great, little tease for what's to come, because obviously it's not the end of it.
Yeah.
He still seems to be the only thing that like didn't kind of get left off, which I was surprised about, is he's kind of ascended. I mean, unless there's someone stronger than the director, he's kind of ascended to the top of the human world. So now there's like no one else that can really help him. Like even the captain's not as strong as him. Captain Mina and
Shinomiya.
Yeah, his old childhood friend and all these new people they introduced at the end. They kind of, if I was writing this, I would have thrown maybe one of the other captains at him and still left the director as like this untested guy, as like more powerful. Because now it's like, it feels like humanity's been fully scaled. Like, we've seen the top of humanity. The director...
haven't seen one.
What do you mean?
Like, we don't know if that was the strongest kaiju that was ever made into weaponry.
That's true, but they said that he's the only one who's ever been able to wield Kaiju number 2.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's the strongest.
I guess that's true. It would be weird that the person who could control a stronger kaiju couldn't control Kaiju number 2, though.
But they also did say that Kaiju number 2 was, like, unwieldy. Like, he like, his power was wild and his pride was, like, he wouldn't give up until he was dead. And,
That's
like,
true.
He was a very strong-willed kaiju. It wasn't just, like, a kill. It was, like, there was a will there. You know, not to be defeated. So he's the only one that could defeat. But that doesn't mean that there are other kaiju that their minds were more susceptible to being used that were stronger. We just don't know. It's anime. Anything can fucking happen. I do agree with you. I do think that maybe I would have thrown one of the other captains, somebody like super duper insanely fucking strong, but also at the same time having this super duper insanely fucking strong general come at him, and him, you know, I think that's the only thing that would have been able, aside from fighting another kaiju or daikaiju, I think that's the only thing that would have been able to get him into a position where the kaiju in him was like, I'm taking over, you're not doing enough.
Yeah, well,
you know?
They could have thrown anyone strong at him and written it as the same type of thing, but left, all I'm saying is it doesn't feel like they left off with anyone stronger. In the human realm of things.
Yes, that we know of. On top of that, I think it would make sense that he is stronger than all humans because he's not human. He doesn't have a human heart. It has been determined that he is more kaiju than human. His mind remains human, but his body is kaiju.
Yeah.
I think it also makes sense going forward, where it seems like the next big thing is kaiju number 9.
Yeah, totally.
It makes sense that you no longer have to worry about humans.
Yeah.
It makes sense that they've kind of like gotten it out of the way. Like if the general truly is the most strong human that there is, then it makes complete sense that they would be like, humanity's out of the way. That's not a hurdle that he needs to defeat. He still has to prove himself as not a threat, as not a weapon. But it makes sense that they'd be like, yeah, top dog already did it, you know?
I guess my problem with that is that he no longer, like, humans, like, the whole end of this series talks about all his friends saying, I've got to get stronger, I've got to catch up. But, like,
you have to get stronger too.
Yeah, but, like, what I mean is, if we've seen the pinnacle of humanity, based on what they talked about, how the president, what was, I forget what his...
The general?
The general's...
Shinomiya.
The general's powers in controlling Kaiju number 2, the only person ever to be able to do it, it implied that he was the strongest person ever, and that he was the only one that can do something like that. And so for him to get defeated by Kaiju number 8, and all of these other kaiju being revealed as like the next threats, Kafka's the only one who can deal with it. Like, none of his friends matter anymore. Like, the way I feel is I feel like the stakes have been taken out of his friends. Like, they, no matter how much they try, unless they get a kaiju symbiote, or the only other way that I could see it.
The sexy jutsu already got one.
No, I mean an actual symbiote. Like what happened to Kafka that went into him. Like an actual kaiju power-up.
Not just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The only other way I could see the humans still staying relevant is if there are, like, those were the Kaiju number 2 gauntlets. If there are other things, Kaiju number 3, hammer or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That have yet to be able to be conquered by anyone, and one of his friends are able to somehow use them. Like, even the general can't use Kaiju number 3's sword or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
That's the only other route I could see them taking to keep humans relevant, because I don't see them having his friends get stronger than the general.
Yeah.
Even the captain is already completely power scaled out of this show.
I mean, what number was the captain's guns? Those were The big gun was like...
Yeah, I wasn't really aware of that when we saw that, so I didn't really thinking about it.
And then the vice captain's blades, and then Naruto Sexy Jutsu's axe. Those are all ones that we've seen, but we haven't seen Kaiju 1.
They'll probably make something out of Kaiju 10.
Yeah.
The guy they defeated in the other episode.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many that we haven't seen yet, so there is the potential for that. And it's anime. I'm sure, you know, the funny part is, however much we're talking about this, anime is so... It can go... nothing is impossible in anime.
Yeah, it can go in any direction, but I just mean, again, I just want to emphasize that from like a writing standpoint, it's strange to write off your humans this early. Like, for instance, I'll give you an exact example. In Solo Leveling, we have 12 episodes, the same thing. Episode 11 was kind of the grand, with the Magnum Opus, where he fights, Sung Jin-woo fights Igris, the Knight.
Yeah.
And in episode 12, he becomes the Shadow Monarch, and he is able to summon, you know, the souls of the things he defeats.
Yeah.
But we still have this scale. We still have these S-rank hunters who have not been tested.
Yeah.
They haven't been seen at all. We haven't even seen him, like, he defeated that B-rank hunter, the assassin, and then when he came out of that, he looked at the Jinchul, the blonde-haired guy who was like the detective, and he was like, oh, this guy's A rank. I already know, I can sense I wouldn't be able to defeat him as I am right now.
Yeah.
Now, maybe now that he's gotten these new powers, these Shadow Monarch powers, like, or these necromancy powers, maybe he is able to defeat him, but we don't know. What I mean is, going into season 2, there's all this extra humanity to be scaled.
Right.
Whereas here, it feels like they've scaled all the way to the top.
Well, maybe it's gonna be a shorter series. I don't know, but yeah, I mean,
I feel like they've got a lot of runway with the Kaiju too, which is the cool thing.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
I did too. Yeah, all of that is to say, I really enjoyed it. It was fantastic. It was a great show.
Oh my goodness.
There's a ton more mystery in the Kaiju.
Yeah.
Or even in like JJK. The end of season 1, like, you still don't know how powerful Gojo is. You still don't know,
but
like,
also,
Nanami, you have all these special grade sorcerers.
So Kaiju,
Sukuna.
So Solo Leveling came from a manhwa.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to pace it out better. JJK came from a manga. They're able to pace it out better.
Oh, is this an anime original?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it could end up being a lot shorter.
Could be. And maybe they do something totally different because they are moving away from that trope. That's the trope, right? Is like in JJK, you've got Sukuna, who you don't know how strong he is after season 1, but you also have Gojo and all these other special sorcerers, and you don't know how they scale. So they might go somewhere totally different with this, and it could be really, really interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, it's got 170,000 reviews on.
And it's 4.9 stars.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. Obviously, they had a smash success with this, and I'm super excited for season 2. I don't want anyone watching to think that I didn't enjoy it. I just like to dig in and theorize.
Taylor, one thing y'all gotta know about Taylor is he is like the devil's advocate all the time.
True.
So it doesn't...
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking end you right now. He will find something, he's also kind of a contrarian, where it's like, yeah, you think that, but also like, this could happen. Like, he will find something to be like, well, look at it from all perspectives for anything. I could be like, the sky's blue, and he'd be like, well, it is blue, but also you have to look at it from other days. Some days, like...
Yeah, what about when the sun's low and it's orange? You know what I mean? Like, and it's refracting through more atmosphere.
I have never beat any of my partners, but I am not afraid to start.
Had partners before me?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next. We don't know exactly what we're going to be watching next, but could be Dragon Ball, could be something else. We're not sure.
Yeah.
Because you've never seen it.
I've never seen I want to watch Kai.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.